Okay, the first unit in Chapter 6 is on ancient number systems. We probably will only cover two ancient number systems, which would be Egyptian and Roman numerals. This first video is on Egyptian hieroglyphics, or Egyptian symbols. And I'm briefly going to go through which each symbol means. Basically, with Egyptian hieroglyphics, they just did symbols to represent number values. And a staff was 1, the heel bone, which looks like a horseshoe, was 10, a coil of rope was 100, a lotus flower was 1,000, a pointing finger, 10,000, the fish or the tadpole, depending on where you go on the web or what book you reference, sometimes that varies a little bit. The fish is a little easier to draw, so I usually stick with it. And then the astonished person, the guy with the hands raised in the air, is 1,000,000. These charts, if you need more time to copy them, you can pause. They're awesome in the PowerPoint, but I'm going to go ahead and move to an example. And I will mention that basically with Egyptian hieroglyphics, they just basically translate the symbols that represented the numbers. It was not sophisticated at all. No place value, and no way really to shorten the number down. It was just copying the symbols for each number. It was all it is. The idea of place value, if you're curious, did not come about until the Mayans. Same thing with zero. So the zeros are zero, and the place value, the Mayans are given credit for. And I do have a little bit on Mayans numbers in one of my PowerPoints. If you just want to look over it, it will not be on the test, but it's kind of interesting, or you could research it on your own. Kind of an interesting system with the Mayans. They actually, the Mayan calendar just turned over, I think, back in 2013. But it's kind of interesting. You can also look up the Mayan calendar, which is completely different than our calendar. All right, so what I'm going to do is convert a Egyptian hieroglyphic to a number, what we call our number system, which is Hindu-Arabic. So what we're going to do is take the Egyptian number, and write it as what we would call our number system, Hindu-Arabic. So the first example I'm going to do is this, which is 4 coils of rope, 3 heel bones, and a strike. Now, all you do is convert symbols to numbers and add them up. I mean, it's that simple. So 4 coils of rope, each one represents 100, so that would be 400. The heel bone represents 10, so 3 of them would be 30. 1 staff is 1. So the first number we see is the Hindu-Arabic 431. And an Egyptian number would be 4 coils of rope, 3 heel bones, and a strike. All right, the next one is 3 fish followed by 2 lotus flowers, then a coil of rope, 2 heel bones, and 4 strikes. By the way, don't worry about drawing these as best you can. Just do what you can. More than likely, a question would be matching anyway, whether you're doing online homework or the actual online test. All right. Anyway, 3 fish will be represented by, remember, each fish is 100,000, so that's 300,000 plus, remember, the flowers are 2,000, or 1,000 each, so 2 of them would be 2,000. 1 coil of rope's 100. 2 heel bones is 20, and then 4 strikes is 4. So this comes out to 302, 1, 2, 4. So there's 2 examples of taking an Egyptian hieroglyphic to a Hindu-Arabic number. And really in this section, the only thing you have to do is be able to go Egyptian to Hindu-Arabic. And then in the next example, we'll do Hindu-Arabic to Egyptian. So in this example, I will give you the Hindu Arabic number, and we're going to write it as an Egyptian number or Egyptian hieroglyphic. So the first Hindu Arabic number we'll do is 341. And again, this is really just doing a quick translation. Remember, 300 would just be 3 coils of rope. Then 40 would be 4 heel bones and then a strike. So this coil rope, coil rope, coil rope, heel bone, heel bone, heel bone, heel bone, strike. I'll do a little bit bigger number here. Let's do 210,213. That's the Hindu Arabic number. Let's make that an Egyptian number. Now recall that, remember, the 100,000 is a fish and 10,000 is a pointing finger. So we'd have 2 fish followed by by a pointing finger. I think I can just kind of copy over that. And then, actually, let me write that over here. That is kind of hard to read. I'll start. So we got 2 fish. I think I have enough room. And then we have the pointing finger. Then we will have 200. So we do have 2 coils of rope. I know I've been inconsistent with the direction. I don't think that really matters. It's just, make the symbol. So I'm not worried about that. And then heel bone is 10, and 3 would be 3 strikes. So you have fish, fish, pointing finger, coil of rope, heel bone, and then 3 strikes. And that would represent 210,213. And actually, this is a short unit. That's all really that you're going to have to do on the homework, is if you can convert, basically just take a Hindu Arabic number, write it out in Egyptian symbols or as an Egyptian hieroglyphic, and then vice versa, given the Egyptian hieroglyphic, write it as a Hindu Arabic number. The next video will be on Roman numerals.